Tyra Banks. How could you attend these freak-offs and you knew that these kids were underage? See, I'm concerned with the adults that was at these parties who, were given, those intoxicating substances against their will, but they had a choice to be at that party. These kids taken from CPS and foster homes.
Very painful early days in Paris. As much as I was booking every single fashion show, people didn't know I was going home at night crying my eyes out because the woman that I was looking up to seemed like she just didn't want me to be there and was doing everything in her power to make me go away. And I didn't understand that as a young girl. Like, why is she doing this? This is so evil. This is so awful.
Girl, hold on to your tea because this one's gonna leave you shook. What happens when two of the biggest supermodels in history get tangled up in one of the messiest scandals of the century? Oh honey, we're diving headfirst into the jaw-dropping drama between Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. And trust me, this isn't just about runway rivalry. From secret freak-offs to shocking betrayals, let's just say, the skeletons in their closets are rattling louder than ever. Alright, let's rewind to where it all began. The iconic 90s. Tyra and Naomi were at the peak of their careers, gracing magazine covers and ruling the fashion world. Fans assumed their rivalry was just two divas fighting for the top spot, but, word on the street is something much darker was brewing behind the scenes. According to insiders, Tyra didn't just fall out with Naomi. She allegedly uncovered some dirty secrets about Naomi's dealings with none other than music mogul Diddy. Oh yes, this story's got layers. Apparently, Naomi was accused of recruiting young, unsuspecting models and introducing them to Diddy, promising fame and success, but delivering something far more sinister. And y'all, it doesn't end there. Allegedly, many of these models were shipped from Africa and other developing countries, only to face unspeakable horrors. Tyra, who was once viewed as a champion for aspiring models, reportedly couldn't stay silent when she found out. But wait, the plot thickens. Accusations are now swirling that Tyra herself may not be as innocent as she seems. Let's fast forward to 2021.
Think about the victims that are still going through this right now with other people who are running to cover and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks, Steve Harvey. Why you running?
When a woman named Allison Carter started spilling the tea online, at first people thought Allison was just chasing clout, but as more allegations about Diddy's shady activities came to light, her claims started to gain traction. Allison named names, and Tyra Banks was one of them. According to Allison, Tyra allegedly played a role in connecting models to Diddy through her show America's Next Top Model. Remember all those times Tyra asked contestants if they were willing to go all the way? Yeah, people are looking at that in a whole new light now. And if that wasn't enough, Tyra's own contestants started speaking out about their traumatic experiences on the show. From being forced to confront personal traumas on camera to facing severe mistreatment, former contestants painted a picture that's far from flattering. The backlash got so intense that Tyra deleted her social media accounts and basically vanished from the internet for months. But Naomi? Oh, she's not off the hook either. Let's talk about her alleged involvement with some of the most controversial figures of our time. Remember the late Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, court documents revealed that Naomi took multiple flights on Epstein's infamous Lolita Express.
You received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
And if that doesn't make your skin crawl, there's also the story about her receiving blood diamonds from ex-Liberian President Charles Taylor, who's been accused of horrifying war crimes.
I was sleeping. I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men were there and gave me a pouch and said, "A gift for you."
What did you think the stones were?
They were kind of dirty looking pebbles. They were not, they were dirty, I don't know. When I'm used to seeing diamonds, I'm used to seeing diamonds shiny and in a box, Someone hadn't said they were diamonds, I wouldn't have guessed right away that they were diamonds.
When Naomi was dragged to court to testify about the diamonds, her dismissive attitude only added fuel to the fire. And let's not forget Naomi's connection to Diddy. Despite trying to distance herself from him by unfollowing him on Instagram and keeping a low profile, sources say she's still deeply tied to his circle. Oh, and did we mention the freak-offs? Allegedly, these private parties hosted by Diddy involved some seriously twisted stuff, and Naomi was reportedly a regular attendee. Witnesses claim she even turned a blind eye to some of the most shocking incidents at these gatherings. Now, before you think Tyra's the hero in this story, hold up. Allison Carter didn't just accuse Naomi, she made it crystal clear that Tyra was in on the action too. According to Allison, Tyra's falling out with Naomi wasn't about morals, it was about competition. Both women were allegedly using their platform platforms to recruit models, and when things got messy, they turned on each other to save face. The allegations don't stop there. Tyra's ties to Diddy were further exposed when old reports resurfaced about Diddy making grand gestures for Tyra, like arriving on her show in a helicopter and showering her with extravagant gifts. Fans are now questioning the true nature of their relationship and whether Tyra was more involved in his activities than she's letting on. Meanwhile, Naomi's former acquaintances have started sharing their own stories.
She introduced me to a couple of people in Hollywood. It was so lovely. So a couple of people she was on vacation with were coming to Nairobi after the vacation. They were staying at the Kempinski. So I went to see them at the Kempinski when the whole thing was over. So I sat down with them, I was talking to one of them, and one of them was like, oh, it's so, like, how did you meet Naomi? And I was like, oh no, I texted her on Instagram, blah, blah. And she's like, oh yeah, she told us like she made you and she built you and she made your career.
Kenyan influencer Elsa Majimbo, for example, revealed that Naomi once introduced her to several wealthy men under the guise of helping her career. Elsa's excitement quickly turned into confusion and discomfort as she realized Naomi's intentions weren't as pure as they seemed. When Elsa tried to distance herself from Naomi, things took a turn for the worse, with her career suddenly facing unexplained obstacles. But here's where things get downright chilling. Allison Carter's most shocking claim involves the treatment of male models at these freak-offs. According to her, some of these men were subjected to humiliating and degrading acts, all while being told they had no choice but to comply. The details are so graphic and disturbing that it's no wonder people are finally paying attention. The spotlight on these allegations has reignited discussions about the darker side of fame and power. Industry insiders are now whispering about a long-standing culture of exploitation that's been hiding behind the glamour of runways and red carpets. Could Tyra and Naomi just be the tip of the iceberg? Some say this scandal could open the floodgates for more survivors to come forward and expose the truth. Adding fuel to the fire, fans have unearthed old interviews and footage of Tyra and Naomi's interactions, now analyzing every glance and comment for hidden meanings. What once seemed like petty supermodel rivalry now feels like a coded power struggle.
You said I had to ask you something. Do they try to make you look like me? Right. And I said, I don't know about so much now, but in LA, yeah, they really did with the little short black wigs
that.
and
You
stuff.
told me that, yeah,
yes.
I remember.
And Naomi, you got up, pushed me away and said, yeah, I thought so. And you turned.
I did.
Even the iconic catfight moments from Tyra's talk show are being revisited with a new lens. Was Tyra trying to warn us all along, or was she just deflecting from her own involvement? In the midst of this chaos, other celebrities with connections to Diddy and Naomi are finding themselves dragged into the fray. Names like Steve Harvey and Megan Fox have been tossed around as potentially knowing more than they've let on. Social media sleuths are on a mission, dissecting every public appearance and cryptic post for clues. It's a full-blown digital investigation, and no one's reputation is safe. Legal experts are now chiming in, speculating on the potential fallout if these allegations turn out to be true. Some predict career-ending consequences for everyone involved, while others warn of a prolonged legal battle that could shake the fashion and entertainment industries to their cores. If Tyra and Naomi are truly complicit, the implications could be seismic. Meanwhile, supporters of both supermodels are rallying to their defense, claiming they're victims of a smear campaign orchestrated by powerful enemies. Conspiracy theories are swirling, with some suggesting this is all part of a larger plot to distract from even bigger scandals brewing behind the scenes. Whatever the case, the stakes couldn't be higher. At the heart of this storm is the question of accountability. If these allegations are true, how do we hold icons like Tyra and Naomi accountable without erasing the groundbreaking contributions they've made to fashion and culture? It's a question that has no easy answers, but one that's crucial to address as the story unfolds. At this point, the line between truth and rumor is blurrier than ever. But one thing's for sure, the fashion industry's glittering facade is cracking, and the truth is uglier than anyone could have imagined. So, what do you think? Are Tyra and Naomi guilty, or are they just victims of a smear campaign? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on this next video for even more tea. Because trust me, the drama's just getting started.